sweetie, you may be disappointed.
That's what she said?
That is what she said. So tonight is the last night of Chanukah, as you know, and we've celebrated with latkes and vodka and lights. But with every light, we get shadows. So tonight I want to take you into one of those deep, dark corners of Judaism and experience something about Jewish mythology that you may or may not already know about. My name is Ben Roberts. I'm an educator, I'm a ski instructor, and I fell in love with the story many, many years ago, and it may take me a minute to get there. But I love this stuff. So when God created the world, He used all of these powers that we generally think of as just completely beyond us. But like any good people who ask why, we studied the crap out of it. And we tried to figure out if we could do the same thing. So we collected all of this stuff in a book known as the Sefer Yetzirah, or a book of formation, which holds all the secrets that we were able to figure out about how God created the world. But these powers are far beyond what men are supposed to be able to control. So there are very few success stories of how they work, about how things actually function. And of course, the power of words, if anyone knows the power of words, it's us Jews. I mean, we're people built on words. So knowing that these things are beyond us and still trying to control them is such a Jewish thing. Now, the Talmud is the only reference to this myth at all, and it talks about these two rabbis who were starved. So what do? They go grab this book, the Sefer Yetzirah, and they build themselves a calf out of clay, and they bring it to life. And they are so shocked that they're able to bring this calf to life out of clay, just like God did, that they slaughter it and eat it in celebration. And then they continue to do this every Sabbath for the rest of their lives, thanking God for letting them create life and being able to use these powers that are supposed to be beyond us. But they only just scratch the surface. And every other story, it seems, is a story of failure, of people going into this book, which is now a Kabbalistic text, and trying to do these things and having them not turn out quite right. So if we jump ahead to the 1500s in Prague, when the Europeans absolutely hate us, only let us have specific jobs like usurers and moneylenders, and are sticking us in this little neighborhood known as the ghetto, and not letting us out. And every night, angry people who hate the Jews and don't trust us and don't understand us are coming in and causing gang warfare. So what do? We start to fight back. But gang warfare is not okay with the higher-ups. In fact, they're not happy with us all. So what is a better solution? Well, Rabbi Judah Loew, who was the rabbi at the time, and so respected that even the people of Prague liked him, decided that he was going to go talk to the elders of the city of Prague. Unfortunately, this didn't work. They said, you're not doing anything. It wasn't us. And so he decided that he was going to grab that book, that Sefer Yetzirah, and he was going to go out in the night, in darkness, with his assistants, and he was going to build a man out of clay and bring him to life as our guardian. And on his forehead, he wrote the word emet, truth, which is Aleph, Mem, Tet. And he brought this golem to life. He took a scroll, he wrote down specific instructions, and he slipped it into his mouth. And this golem came to life and became the protector of the Jews in Prague. Every night when people would come in and attack them, this golem would fight right back, throw them right out. And while everyone outside of the ghetto thought of him as a monster, we thought of him as a protector. Now, the stories say that Rabbi Loew used him for all sorts of different things. He used him to fetch water. He used him to help hold court. He used him to punish a Jewish guy who was using an ethnic slur that people didn't like. I mean, it's incredible the amount of stuff that he used. And with each passing year, this golem grew larger and stronger and ever more powerful, as did the myth around him, until everyone respected him. Now, some people say that he had to deactivate him by erasing the aleph and turning emet into met, which means death. Others say that he just removed the scroll and deactivated it because it was a time of peace. But whatever happened, the golem grew as a legend. It inspired Goethe's Sorcerer's Apprentice. It inspired Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It was turned into the world's first horror film in Paul Wenner's German film, The Golem. And it's appeared in a lot of modern literature as well. And The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, which is a phenomenal book, by the way, and on The Simpsons. So this golem is clearly grown beyond what we Jews are. And quite frankly, the golem is a perfect representation of us as Jews. We are people that are driven by the word of our Creator. We do only what we need to survive and try to create this world of peace. And yet we're monsterized, vilified, demonized. And that is terrible. But the difference between us and the golem is that we have free will. Every day we're able to wake up and remold ourselves into something else. And I'm hoping that now that you know about the golem, you can go out and not just be a golem, but be something more. Happy Hanukkah.